The thing to remember about the Land Cruiser is that in the UK, or Western Europe in general, we not exactly Toyota #1 priority when it comes to making it, a fact you can take positively or negatively, as you prefer. The Land Cruiser is a Toyota Japan not Toyota Europe production, and markets like Australia, the Middle East, Africa and South America are where it dominates, and for where it made. Toyota sells vastly more Land Cruisers to the UN and NGOs than the 600 or 700 it sells to the UK each year. Part of Japan's financial contribution to the United Nations has been on Toyota Land Cruisers rather than cash. So how it creeps around a Waitrose car park is some way down the development pecking order, but I think that fine. What you will get, then, is a car where the priorities lay in making sure it works on the button, and keeps working. So, sure, a large capacity 4-cylinder engine is less smooth than the V-somethings you'll find in its rivals, but they're little faulting the delivery or, for the most part, the aux it drives through, apart from the occasional jolt between gears in low ratio, and a 194 grams per kilometer CO2 rating of 3.06-cylinder Discovery IS and a great deal better, at 189 grams per kilometer, but it makes 255 bhp. The Land Cruiser quiet enough, mind. Please don't think that it UWOULD and define it as an executive SUV. If a 4-pot is good enough for Volvo, it's good enough for a Toyota, in which any Autobahn seems less out of place. If they're an area where the Toyota is shown up by an XC90, mind it in its interior, then, so are most restaurants. Compared to the Volvo, the Land Cruiser cabin features too many shiny materials and black plastics for it to stand comparison with the best cars in this class, albeit it well equipped. They're up to triple zone climate, leather heated and cooled electrically adjusting seats, 2 decent sized seats in the boot, now folding flat into the floor rather than hanging up at the sides, and, after you top out a Cruiser at 3K, you won't find a huge number of options left, unlike with, say, a 0K Discovery and some other rivals. Other numbers: off-roading angles versus Discovery R, approach 31-29, departure 26-27, brake over ramp angle 22-21, and a ride height of 215mm 284mm, a difference I suspect down to the proximity of the Land Cruiser's solid axle. The Toyota can wade through 700mm of water Disco 900, but what you'll find on both is that you'll reach the limits of tires before the rest of the dynamics, where the electronics back up the hardware to good effect. Crawl control is particularly clever. Rather than just setting the speed, they can activate from stopped end. Even if with the throttle and differentials locked the wheels are spinning, it allows power to each individual wheel in turn to find grip at a corner, where a locked differential might not. On the road, the Land Cruiser more earthy elements are, perhaps, more evident. The steering light and turns the wheels, but is no more satisfying than that. On higher grade models you can adjust damper stiffness and there are hydraulic links between corners to maintain as much flatness as possible, though I am convinced it shows quite the road sophistication as a German monocoque alternative, but that no great surprise and certainly no shame. Ultimately the Land Cruiser refined and comfortable enough to spend your days in, has great big seats, a fine view out and a good entertainment system. What more do you want of a 24-30 kilograms 4x4 that can drive up a mountain?